Hello, everyone. Hi, what's up, people? Welcome back to another reaction to Doctor Who. This is Red Live. My name is Matt. Hello. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? The far right just won presidency in my country, and I want to fucking kill myself. Let's watch some Doctor Who. Last time, dude, okay, so order of business here. We have a couple of things to go over, but this is not an episode. This is a mini episode. We'll get to watch the actual episode next week. I am excited about that. I am sad about other things, but I am excited about that. So this is a mini episode that I just popped on my feed, and I was like, wait, shit, are we doing one of these? And then I looked it up, and yes, we are in fact doing one of these. This is a Children in Need special. I remember back in the day, there used to be like special things that they used to do. I remember after, funnily enough, like the one I remember the most is when Christopher Eccleston regenerated into David Tennant, and there was like a mini special featuring David Tennant and Billy Piper and the TARDIS, and it was essentially the first time you get to see David Tennant being the Doctor. And that scene is not part of the actual episode, the Christmas Invasion. So that was a fun thing that they added, and seems to be the same thing. The Doctor just regenerated into David Tennant again, and now we're gonna see a mini episode for charity that is just gonna be like a quick 5 minutes, but that's more than enough for me. But before we actually watch it, let me talk about a couple of things regarding Doctor Who. So last time, if you follow my channel, or maybe you don't, but last thing I watched regarding Doctor Who was The Power of the Doctor, which I really enjoyed. As someone who has watched a number of classic episodes, and I have a lot of fondness for Sylvester McCoy and Ace, which is my favorite Doctor companion duo. Watching that episode really wrecked my shit. and it was just a roller coaster of emotions just the whole way through it. But I really enjoyed that episode. But at the end of that episode, the Doctor regenerated into David Tennant again, which is it's funny. We have 3 David Tennant Doctors now. You know, you have the 10th Doctor, the Meta Crisis Doctor, and now the 14th Doctor, which now I know, because now it's been like a year. So at this point, we can talk about it. So this Doctor is the 14th Doctor. I don't know if I like that naming convention. Like, I am not against the idea of bringing a previous Doctor back. Like, I think that's fine. I like revisiting some of the old favorites. I do like that, but I don't know if we should name him the 14th Doctor. Like, that feels like it's a little bit too much. Like, I like how Ruth is like the fugitive Doctor or the renegade Doctor, or John Hurt is the War Doctor. Like, I like those. I like the Doctors that are not actually numbered, but they are still Doctor. I don't know how I feel about David Tennant being the 14th Doctor. You know, like, we can give him a different name, I think. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He's the 14th Doctor. I was told that people told me this right away. I didn't know this, but when I published Spoiler at the Doctor, people let me know in the comments. There is going to be like a series of specials, like 3 specials, I think. So we're going to get the 60th anniversary special, which is going to be in a couple days. It's going to be next week. I'm recording this on the 19th, the day freedom died in Argentina, but that's a different topic. We're going to get the anniversary special. And then I think we're going to get 2 more episodes, similar to like the End of Time. You know, how the End of Time was like Christmas special and then New Year's. I think it's going to be something like that. I'm not fully sure. But we're going to get David Tennant for all of those, you know? So we're going to get some adventures with the 14th Doctor for a couple episodes. I say episodes, but I'm sensing, because this is usually how it goes, that they're going to be like movies, essentially. At least the 60th anniversary special. I'm expecting it to be like a movie. So we're going to get some fun David Tennant stuff. But also, more importantly, we're going to get some fun Russell T Davies stuff, which I'm very excited about. I miss Russell T Davies dearly. Like, I had a lot of grievances with Moffat. Moffat did some incredible stories. Like, I love the 12th Doctor, and there are some 12th Doctor stories that, like, I consider them to be the best things that ever happened in my life. But I also have a lot of grievances regarding Moffat and how he writes characters. And I have a lot of grievances regarding Chibnall as well. I think Chibnall played too safe. That's how I feel regarding what Chibnall did for the franchise. I don't necessarily hate it, but I just think it could have been a lot better. And I think that Russell T Davies, for me personally, really managed to create something really special for the first 4 seasons of the show. So I'm really excited for him to come back. Also, and I know this now, because in the previous year that happened between Power of the Doctor and this episode, you hear things, you see things, and I know that a lovely Catherine Tate is going to come back. That's not going to be in this mini episode, at least I don't think so, but it's going to be in the actual episode next week, so I'm very excited about that. Anyway, so I don't know if there's anything else I want to say that I learned in the previous year, but I've just been very excited for anything Doctor Who related. Like last month or 2 months ago, Magic the Gathering released some like special Doctor Who collectible cards. I never played Magic the Gathering in my goddamn life, and I never had any interest in doing so, but I was looking at those cards and I was like, man, I want to get them. just for collection, right? Because I looked at some of the artwork for those and I was like, dude, I want to get those, but difficult thing to do in my country. It's gonna be a big shipping expense and taxes and stuff, so that's probably not, so that ain't happening. But I was looking at that and I was like, shit, like they have an artwork of Heaven Sent that they did for a card, and I wish that I could get like that image, the artwork for Heaven Sent from the Magic cards in like full screen, like full size. And I just want to print that and put that in my room. Like, I just want to do that. I visited the fucking website for the artist who drew that, and they didn't have that. And I was like, I'm willing to buy this from you. But I'm guessing that Wizards of the Coast doesn't let them just sell shit that they do for them, you know? So that's a different topic. But anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, Doctor Who. Sure, let's watch the mini episode. I know a thing about this episode, and I think it's called Destination Skaro. What does the wiki say? I think it's Destination Skaro. Yes. So, yes, I'm guessing there will be Dalek stuff. And also David Tennant will be there, as he usually is. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit this. I'm not sure if the BBC wants me to chop this into pieces or if I can just play it in full. I'll see. I'll experiment. Sure. So let's watch it together. All right. Let's go. And before I hit play on this is free to watch on the Doctor Who YouTube channel. So I think you should just go and watch it there before you come and watch it here. So give them a view. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Okay, let's watch this. So let's go. Yeah.
Greetings, Mr. Castavillian, I take it.
Yes, Davros, an honor to work for you, sir.
Then allow me to show you the future of our beloved Khaled Ray.
I see. This is what we're doing. I like seeing Davros before he was fucked up. He's not as a child before. Okay.
The war has caused the Khaled race to mutate, but within this casing we can evolve, we can start anew, we can become stronger than ever.
We will become the supreme race in the universe!
Alright.
Observe a bonded polycarbide shell, a ruby ray blaster, a multi-dexterous claw capable of annihilating 1,000,000 fowls. My ultimate masterpiece of design.
Yes, I did some research on the name, sir.
The
Since
claw is
we
not
were
always
Khaleds, I thought our future selves could be an anagram of Khaled. Like Lekad.
Now,
Oh my god.
Adlek.
now,
Let's just go through the list.
Clade.
no.
Edleka.
No.
Davros, I need your confirmation to begin.
It's funny that he's entertaining the thought. He's like thinking about it. He's like,
Is
no.
that understood?
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Edlek.
Is the doctor the one that's gonna name the Daleks? Ooh. Well, didn't even materialize. He just rammed into it. Hi.
Just passing by, because I got a bit lost. It's funny. 60 minutes ago, I was this really brilliant woman. Now I've got this old face back again. I mean, why? Why? I asked of you, my brand new friend. Why? You're a bit of a puzzle. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No.
I am so sorry. I think I broke this
Yeah.
multi-claw adaptable. What is it?
Yeah, just put a suction cup instead.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a Dalek.
And he's like, yeah, that sounds great. Oh my god.
Yes,
Write it down.
I'm lucky I wasn't exterminated.
Exterminated? Yes. But yes. Good word. Great.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Do you mean this is the genesis of the Daleks?
No, we already did that. That's different.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, stop it. Look, I was never ever here. Never. The timelines and the canon are rupturing. I'm just and you're not going to say a word, okay?
No, but you broke the multi-claw adaptable thingy-majig.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Grab plunger from the TARDIS and just put it in there.
Hold on.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Never here.
That's fucking funny. It's really fucking funny.
Farewell, Mr. Cassivillian. The splendid design of my secondary.
Incredible.
I like it.
Yes. Ah, that's good. That's good stuff. Oh, that's funny. I really like that. You know what's great about that is that when I saw what it was gonna be, you know, some Dalek stuff, before I watched it, I was thinking that it might be something more serious. It wasn't. It was some dumb shit. Ah, it's perfect. I don't know why, but this feels right. You know, like it just felt quirky and funny, but not in like a dry and cynical way. It just or like a too like I don't know how to say it. The guy proposing the names and then Davros immediately were really funny. You're sitting there thinking like, oh my god, these guys are really evil, and then they start going through the names, and he's like, no. And they did just do that for like long enough time for you to think this is funny, because like Davros is entertaining the thought every time. So it's like, no, like the actor's really nailing that, and it just feels really funny. And then the whole sequence when the Doctor bursts in and he is actually created the Daleks, and then we just make, is this the genesis of the Daleks? And then he's like, no man, this isn't canon. And then I literally just made the joke, like, grab a plunger from the TARDIS, just put it in. And that's exactly what he did. And then Davros walks in, and he's like, I like it. It's like, it's so stupid, but it's just exactly what I want from this show. Like, it's, because, like, I think that the sillier you can be, and especially in a 5 minutes short, like, this doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The only reason why this was here was in order to make a silly goof out of something that is generally considered to be serious, which is the Daleks and Davros and stuff like that. But especially to just give you David Tennant acting again as the Doctor. And he looks fucking great. Like, David Tennant just looks great as the Doctor. He just looks so good. He looks like a little bit aged, but not enough for you to like question it. He just looks like more David Tennant. And I think that in The Power of the Doctor, he had more facial hair than now. I could be wrong though. Is he wearing his regular suit underneath that coat, or is it just wearing what he was wearing in Power of the Doctor? Which again, I'm not sure why he's wearing that, but sure. Man, David Tennant is just like, and like it looks great how he can just easily just slide into the role of the Doctor again. Like, it just looks so natural because again, we just spent so long with David Tennant as the Doctor, and now he just comes back and he's just exactly the same way. It's like, sure. I kind of want to question if this is even canon because of that joke. The timeless and canon are rupturing, but because he gave the Daleks the plunger, I feel like it has to be canon. Like it has to be. I just loaded up the TARDIS wiki for this episode. Written by Russell T Davies' 60-year anniversary celebrations. Features the 14th Doctor arriving on Skaro, which was hinted at in the final installment of Doctor Who magazine called The Street Liberation of the Daleks. Like, I actually saw that this Liberation of the Daleks, this comic, existed. Like a month ago or 2 months ago, I saw this. I was like, oh shit, there's already like 14 Doctor comics? Now that I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, maybe this comic was supposed to be a tie-in into the short, which is fun. It's really fun. So that means that comic is probably canon then. Maybe. If the short is canon, then that comic should be canon as well. Anyway, so title Destination Skaro was only given by Russell T Davies in a post on his Instagram. This is the age we live in, man. Like, nowhere in this fucking short it says that it's the name of the story is Destination Skaro. But Russell T Davies posted that shit in social media, and now that is canonically what it's called. This is the first time an adult actor was seen prior to his disfigurement in live action. Yeah. Okay, so I was right there. The only time he was ever shown as a child, I think it was in Magician's Apprentice and Witches Familiar, which I really liked as well. According to Doctor Who Unleashed, the special was filmed on David Tennant's birthday a year after he wrapped production of the 16th-year anniversary specials. Really? So this was filmed so long after they actually did the 60th-year anniversary specials. The storyline contradicts elements of the audio dramas Davros and Naive Davros. I mean, that's fine. Audio dramas are constantly being contradicted. Like, Doctor Who canon is kind of like Star Wars canon, where things are canon until the main show contradicts it, and then it's no longer canon. You can just live in a bubble of, I like this, so I consider it canon, until the main show says it's not. This mini-episode references the fact that in universe an hour has passed since regeneration. This aligns with Davies' intent that comic Liberation of the Daleks said after the power of the Doctor takes place over the course of a single hour. This story is a prequel to Genesis of the Daleks. It is, positing that several parts of Dalek culture were introduced by the Doctor via bootstrap paradox. I love that. The story also refers to the creation of the Daleks as the Genesis of the Daleks, a name for the event that had previously been used in various spin-offs. Daleks casings being created from polycarbide was established in remembrance of the Daleks. Love that episode. Okay, so what else can we say about this short? I mean, I just liked it. It was funny. I like how funny it was. I like how silly it was. I love the way it was written. The TARDIS inside looks like just the 13th Doctor TARDIS. So, I mean, that makes sense. Like, the TARDIS is either going to change with Tennant or with Gadwa, because that's going to be the 15th Doctor. Like that was the reason why it throws everyone for a loop, is that Gadwa was going to be the Doctor, and they announced that before the power of the Doctor, and then everyone is expecting Gadwa to show up, and then David Tennant shows up, and you're like, what? So Gadwa is going to be the Doctor after David Tennant is starting next year. So the TARDIS is either going to change like next episode during the 6-year special, or is going to change when Gadwa shows up. So either way, they're not going to keep a TARDIS for like 2 episodes. The TARDIS is going to be something that continues throughout the Gadwa era. So yeah, David Tennant just has the 13-year Doctor's TARDIS. The Doctor introduces a bunch of shit to Dalek culture that wasn't there before. Whenever they show the fucking claw, I was like, it doesn't have a claw. What are they talking about? And then David Tennant shows up and it's like, oh, I broke this. And I'm like, this is going to be fun. This is going to be really fun. Oh, man. I love this. This is a really fun mini episode. Okay, I'm excited for 2 things. I mean, obvious, and I already kind of talked about this, but I'm excited to see David Tennant again, of course, acting. And this episode, give me that, this mini episode. Give me David Tennant just being David Tennant, and I'm like, oh my god, he's perfect, again. But also, it makes me very excited for the writing, and this mini episode was just so good. It was just good. Like, for some reason, like, the humor in it was just silly enough for me to be like, God, I love this. Because, like, I think that when you introduce, like, a little bit too much realism or too much cynicism, you kind of lose that magic. And I think that just being it goofy enough for it to be like a sitcom is what actually makes me feel happiness and joy inside. And what that allows for is that it allows you to care for what you're watching. That's at least how I see things. These things, that's how it is for me. It makes me very happy seeing stuff like this. This interactions, everything about just the creation of the Daleks and how Davros was acting, and this guy just bitching names, and then the Doctor. It's just so goofy. I was very happy. Okay, so that's going to be it for this mini episode, I think. I mean, it's just a 5-minute short. Like, there's not a lot to say. I even read the wiki, and there wasn't a lot to say. It's just really good. Next week, we're going to be watching a new episode of Doctor Who, proper episode. Do I know that? I mean, the wiki knows the name of it. Let me look at it. So, the name of the special, I think, is going to be The Star Beast. Ooh, the first of the 3 2023 specials of Doctor Who. Going to be broadcast on the 25th of November. I'm not going to read anything more than that. I'm just going to leave. But yeah. Okay, so see you guys next week. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit these things. This one is probably not going to be a lot, but the next, the actual Star Beast episode might take a little bit more for me to edit. Don't know when it will be posted, but subscribe to the channel. Just check the channel out in a week's time or 10 days or something like that. And there might be new Doctor Who. If this is your first time here, hi, what's up? I watch a couple seasons of Doctor Who on the channel. Go watch my Power of the Doctor reaction. Actually, that's my favorite, man. Like, my Power of the Doctor reaction is probably the one reaction that I was just popping off. I was excited. I was happy. I was almost crying. Like, it's so good. And also I just really like Torchwood. Like, I mentioned Torchwood because, like, last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, like, okay, for the past couple of weeks, I've just been thinking about Torchwood nonstop. I was just remembering how fucking good Torchwood was. Because I'm trying to make my friend watch Doctor Who for the first time, and make my other friend in the same group chat watch it again. He's only watched like the first 7 seasons until the Day of the Doctor. He kind of stopped at the same place that I stopped, except that I came back years later, so I have more knowledge and I'm more of a fan than he is. So we're gonna start watching Doctor Who 2005 with my friend who has never seen it, and hopefully we can keep this David Tennant thing secret until we get here, which is gonna take us a while. My friend who has seen a couple seasons of it, he loves David Tennant's Doctor. He loves the 10th Doctor. So I'm gonna try really hard to keep this secret. But where I was going with this is that I'm gonna push really hard to make them watch Torchwood as well, because Torchwood is one of those shows that fucking changed my life. Like, it affected me in a way that I will never be affected like that again. Okay, so yeah, check out the rest of my channel if you're interested. Otherwise, just see you in a week. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. Doctor Who, man. It made me forget about the reality of my fucked up country situation for like half an hour. So that's good. Okay. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.